Chapter 10, Captain Underpants' greatest battles of all time! Tra-la-la! The squishy predicament of Stanley Pete's Stinky Pits! No, nice! If you won't be quiet, I'll make you quiet! I'll make the whole world quiet forever! When things got out of hand during the school's avocado competition, Melvin's pitiful accelerated 2000 turned noise-hating Mr. Fight into George and Harold's latest comic book creation. Avocado! Tra-la-la! Once again, the town of Pequa has one man to thank for saving them from certain doom. Captain Underpants to the rescue! The costly conundrum of the calamitous clay losses! After Lona Bohemus became friends with George and Harold, Melvin unleashed a new villain. Using his intercalation station 2000, Melvin turned their huge classmate into clay losses. A villain from George and Harold's latest comic! Before long, all of Pequa had been turned into a mountain of clay, with clay losses as its ruler. Luckily, George and Harold convinced Melvin to reverse the dynamic flop of the Flugenspooger Hodag to turn the intercalation station into a de-intercalation station. Me have no friends! Bo looks like a man that melted into an anger hill! But he's still our friend! We've got to help him! And on Melvin terms, with Captain Underpants and Melvin's help, George and Harold were able to turn clay back into the sweet, crafty kid they had all come to know and love. The jarring jerkiness of Judge George! I found this cool robe and it gave me powers! I'm a real superhero, just like in your comic! I am Judge George! Justice, order, righteousness, tenacity, shorts. When Senior Citizen found the cool robe, he put it on so he could get superpowers. Then things went very, very wrong. The truth was, Judge George was a terrible superhero. He caused way more problems than he solved. And just when things got bad in Pequa, they began to get much, much worse. That's when Captain Underpants got involved and saved the day. The strange strife of the smelly octopus! When a ball of Mr. Krabs' toothpaste polish spilled onto a pile of dirty socks, well, let's just say it really stank. Why? Well, the third ingredient in that toothpaste polish was evil. So there you have it. For too beefin' long, you guys has been scorning our scent. No beefin' no more. Go socks! He runs on stink, and he's getting stronger. And he's gonna make us sock servants. Or worse. We gotta do something to help Captain Underpants. Didn't Octopus say he eats beef and shoes? We need a giant shoe so we can stuff him in it. Yeah, like in our beef and comic. The flustering mindless wolf, the flushable memory wipes. When urinal cake salesman Theodore Mersley tricked everyone at Jerome Horwitz into using memory erasing butt wipes, he brainwashed the whole school into thinking it was amazing. And he tried to take over the school. I'll wipe your brains so clear you'll be able to eat off of them. Luckily, Captain Underpants saved the day. It was a giant fat of chocolate pudding. Obviously. Tra-la-licious! The soggy salvation of the swirling tsunami! When George and Harold traveled back in time to try to alter the moment in history when Mr. Krab turned into a mean old grump, things didn't go quite the way they planned. And when Melvin got involved, things got much, much worse. I'm in control now! Robots, get the Cape Naked guy! It's nothing personal, I just don't like you. There's nothing quite like surfing away from bad guys on a wave of sweat. Grab a dolphin floaty and surf your way to freedom! Surf's up! Sweat-nami! Smartsy Fartsy. The sickening fumes of Smartsy Fartsy. Melvin's latest invention, the Elevator 2000, turned lifeless gas into an intelligent, living cloud. So George and Harold used it to make George's fart come to life. Wicked. Quick, before Melvin gets back, let her rip! It's Smartsy Fartsy from our comic. Only smart. We made him out of my fart. You can't fight gas. Oh no, I breathed them in and I taste fart. Oh no. Tootenfarti. This troublesome treachery of deceiving Tootenfarti. But you thought it couldn't get much worse than Tootenfarti, the stinky gas. Well, if that's the case, you'd be wrong. Hey, have you guys noticed someone sneaking into your room at night, but instead of taking teas, they steal your farts? That's a great idea for a comic book. Thanks! I disguised myself as the Tooth Fairy, but I'm really a Tooth Fairy who's come to steal farts. Now I'll create a fart army. You will fear me. You will give me respect, or I will take it, along with all your farts. Silent but deadly. So begins a new era of ultimate gassiness. We can fart away to freedom. Guys, fart like the wind. I'm farting as hard as I can. Chapter 11, George and Harold's Create a Comic. This is your first name, your last name. One day, your first name was in school subject class when an adjective duped verb ending in ed through the door. He cried out, "Greetings, adjective fools. My name is Mr. Gross Adjective Grossing, and I am your new teacher." Your first name had seen this adjective guy before. He was an adjective villain who was trying to take over the place. "You're not a teacher," your first name shouted. "You are the evil villain, Professor Gross Adjective Grossing." Your first name grabbed the adjective large sing and verb ending in ed at their new teacher. But the evil villain just verb ending in ed. "You can't stop me," he yelled. "Not even that adjective superhero, Captain Article of Clothing, can stop me." "Maybe not, but I know who can. This is a job for Captain Underpants," your first name cried. "Tra-la-la," yelled Captain Underpants, the verb ending in ed into the room. "I am here to save all of you and your adjective sing ending in s." He grabbed the item found in the classroom and swung it at the adjective bad guy. The evil villain verb ending in ed to the floor. "Hooray!" shouted everyone. "Your first name and Captain Underpants saved the day again!" Reminder. A verb is an action word, like run, hop, smash, crush, etc. An adjective is a word that describes a person, place, or thing, like stinky, green, slimy, gross, etc. DreamWorks, The Epic Tales of Captain Underpants. Tra-la-la! See 2018, DreamWorks Animation LLC. Meet the world-famous waistband warrior, the amazing Captain Underpants. Create a comic, laughs, pranks. Class clowns George Beard and Harold Hutchins love pulling pranks and making comics. So what happens when they accidentally turn the mean old principal into a comic book hero who fights villains using Wedgie Power? Well, Jerome Horwitz Elementary School and the world will never be the same. Get up close and personal with these two practical pranksters and spend some quality time with Captain Underpants and the villains kids of Jerome Horwitz Elementary. Plus, meet brand new villains like the Vile Vimpire, Queen Tootenfarti, the Homework Hydra, DJ Drowsy Drawers, and many more. It's your must-have guide to the hilarious hit TV show. DreamWorks, see 2018, DreamWorks Animation LLC, all rights reserved. Scholastic, scholastic.com. $8.99 US / $11.99 CAD. ISBN 978-1-308-26921-5 50899 978-1-308-269-215.